Hi, welcome to our reading for September 2018. Now, remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs and symbols ring for you and follow those thoughts, those feelings, those memories that you get to bring clarity to what you're wondering. We are all psychic. We are all spiritual. We are all children of God, but we're not all going through the same thing at the same time, at the same pace. This could clarify the past. It could shed light into the future or be right in sync with the now. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love, for the highest and greatest good of everybody, so we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. If you want a more in-depth look at your month, check out your sun, moon, and rising sign videos. And if you get a chance, try to check out the musical playlist that I put below. See if there's something personal for you in the lyrics, in the music, or just enjoy the tunes. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. I hope you enjoy the reading, and I'll see you in a moment. Hi Pisces, welcome to our reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's begin. Let's get clarity on the energies coming through in September 2018. Now, the random shuffle Pandora song that came through for Pisces was Home With You by Madison Beer. I'll find that song and put it below for you guys. Now let's begin the reading. We're going to start with an Animal Whisper card. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. We'll start with one card, get clarity on energies coming through in September for Pisces. And we have the Buffalo coming through for Pisces. So big, powerful ass animal. So you have the strength to handle something. The advice that comes through with this card is to run free. Maybe you need to actually free up your schedule. Get some free time, have some you time, some time to hang out with friends, family, maybe even time to get to work. But I feel like if you're working, you're doing something you love and it doesn't feel like work. When I see the buffalo, I think of maybe butting heads in a situation with a person, maybe agree to disagree or see that somebody else is just as strong as you, but they have maybe different talents, different opinions, something like that. So I feel like working together, you actually create a rumble. You create a vibration that makes change. Maybe in the world, the actual world, a vibrational change going on, but maybe in your world too. Maybe something inside of you. So maybe there's a spiritual growth spurt, something changing in you. Whatever you went through is changing your values maybe, or your opinion on something. How you saw something in the past is maybe not how you see it now. So I feel like you're finding like-minded individuals. You're finding others with similar vibration, with a similar vibrational energy to you. And together you create a change. So maybe you need to join a group, start a meetup, go a different direction to work, go out, talk to some strangers, change things up a little bit and see what comes into your world, what changes come into your world. Run free. Maybe you need to look at your schedule, look at the calendar, and actually make some changes. Adjust your scales. So if you're giving, and giving from an empty plate and running on empty, it's time to give back to you. You know, to put something nutritious on your plate, something good for you, to revise your energy. So adjust your scales, see what feels heavy, even if it's that you need to add more responsibility, that could feel good. If you have so much responsibility going on and you need 5 minutes to yourself, take 5 minutes for yourself. I see somebody like running late. That could be you, or maybe you're always on time and somebody you work with or somebody else is always running late and that annoys you. Maybe this is getting to something half an hour early, giving yourself a pocket of space, some time in case there's traffic or something happens or weird weather, so you don't feel so rushed. So maybe take your time. Maybe you need to plan better. I see you like arriving early at something. So having a half an hour to go out to a cafe, sit down, have a cup of coffee, have some tea, relax a little bit before you rush into something. Maybe just some time in your car or reading a book on a subway, something like that. I see somebody rushing. So maybe you need to adjust your time, your schedule, so you're not always on the go so much and feeling like you're just kind of being, I'm getting like dragging something in the dirt or dragging your feet. So I feel like you need to lift your feet and maybe speak up. I feel like whatever vibration comes through, whatever kind of rumble, maybe not an actual rumble, but like a vibrational change that comes through creates a change in others as well. I feel like you lead by example. So you get the ball rolling. You are that initial push to something to get it going. Don't push too hard. If somebody else isn't ready, allow them time to grow, to change, to figure it out. Bring that energy back to you and do what you have to do to feel more free. Maybe in a particular relationship, a particular situation, or I feel like it's just schedule. I almost want to say just clear the clutter. You know, get rid of the cluttering things around you, the things that aren't good anymore, the things you don't use, and simplify something. So let's get clarity on the buffalo for Pisces. We're going to move along to these cards. They're brand new. They're affirmation cards. So let's get an affirmation card for Pisces. Clarity on energies coming through in September 2018. And beautiful. We have peacefulness coming through. I really like this card. I like the little like caravan or motorhome or trailer, whatever it is. I feel like you're bringing your home, that comfortability, that comfort energy with you. You make others comfortable. This is also bringing healing, peaceful, loving energy back into your world. So doing what's good for you and getting rid of the shit, you know, the stuff that doesn't work for you. Peacefulness is, I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings, there we go, drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it. And I can get my security deposit back. So maybe some of you are moving. Maybe some of you are doing something in a motorhome or going on vacation or buying your first house. Maybe your first house isn't your ideal house, but it brings you towards what is better for you. Maybe some of you have a big house and your kids went to college and it's time to simplify, to get something smaller so you don't have so many rooms to clean. You don't need all that space anymore. You don't really need that huge, gigantic yard. So maybe some of you are simplifying your space, moving your environment, moving to a different home. But I feel like you're also cutting out things that don't belong in your world anymore. Maybe they worked in the past. It was useful at one point, but now it's not. So simplify. Also, when I see this, I think of building up walls. Sometimes we build walls around our heart, around our emotions as protection. And sometimes that's good in the beginning to protect ourselves, but eventually those walls can build up so high that we trap ourselves in. You know, so we don't let love in. So we forget to open our arms and receive. So if somebody is coming through with help advice, time, energy, whatever that is, showing love in their own way towards you, Pisces. Open your arms and say thank you. Say thank you. You know, feel it out. If it doesn't feel right, if it feels draining, then say no. You know, but if it feels like somebody is coming from a loving place, then allow help in. You know, allow others to come in and open up something. Open up your heart. I feel like it's like you're showing your heart on your sleeve. So I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. So you have to make that choice, you know, to spend time with those that uplift you, that make you feel alive, that make you feel free, like you're growing. Sometimes those closest to us are hardest to deal with as well, because they're so close that they get the brunt of our bad day. So if that was somebody else, you know, kind of lashing out at you or you at somebody else, maybe don't take it personally. There's always another day. We are human. Not every day is a big bowl of cherries. Sometimes those cherries are rotten and it sucks. Sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's years. You know, but it's shedding a different light on that situation, seeing things as they are, and choosing not to bring the baggage with you. You know, choosing to see that as a growth spurt or as something that brought you clarity, that brought you boundaries. Now you know what doesn't work. Now you know which way might work, or at least a different direction you can go to give something a try. I feel like you're trying something new. So if there's someone that brings a lot of chaos or a lot of drama, maybe speak up, say, I don't want to talk about gossip. Let's talk about something else. What are your dreams? Maybe it's not really cutting out the person, but cutting out that scenario or that situation and making it more uplifting. Maybe that's up to you to change something around. Maybe somebody is always kind of like a Debbie Downer, you know, but you can change that situation. You can change that conversation. Let's get clarity on the buffalo, run free, and peacefulness, having peace in a situation, a gentleness, a healing energy towards yourself as well. Forgive yourself. We all mess up. Forgive somebody else. Everyone else messes up. So let's move along and get a vice versa tarot. Get clarity on peacefulness, a peaceful energy coming through. Maybe just reaching out that olive branch, extending a hand, and coming up with a resolution, or agreeing to disagree, or maybe being heard or hearing somebody else out so you can work through something, or create new boundaries, or create new rules. You know, sometimes we have rules that work, and then our lives change, or something happens and it just doesn't work anymore. So you have to speak up and be open, be clear about that. Let's get clarity for Pisces. Peacefulness, running free, and the buffalo. And here we go. This is a beautiful card. I love this card. It's so sexy. So, I mean, this is a spontaneous invitation. This is celebration. This is something that comes through that brings an emotional fulfillment in your world. Sometimes it's you and others. Sometimes it's just you by yourself, finding out what makes you happy. It's not up to anybody else out there to make you happy. It's just not their job. It's your job. And you can't bring happiness to anyone else. That's up to them. You can lead by example, but I feel like it starts with you. So what makes you happy? What makes you feel joyful? This could be just some time alone, taking a bubble bath. I feel like you're extending something here. You're extending an invitation, some advice, some emotional support somewhere, maybe towards yourself, loving yourself first. I feel like this is usually, I want to say, an engagement, a party, a birthday party, finding out somebody is pregnant or getting married. It's something to celebrate. This is finishing a project. This is getting good grades. This is giving yourself time off after to celebrate something, to have fun, to let loose a little bit, to feel alive. Connect with your friends, connect with your family, connect with somebody you haven't seen in a long time. Call them up, you know, send them a text, see what connection comes through. Usually there's 3 girls dancing and having fun outside. There's usually like grapes and fruit and like harvest energy, but it's something emotionally fulfilling. I feel like the birds here are your connection to spirit. Maybe your flock. Maybe turn on some good music, dance, groove. If you have to do something by yourself and your friends always want you to go out, they always want you to do something, maybe you have to say no. Be like, you know what? I need the night off. I'm going to watch a movie. I'm going to read a book. I'm going to spend some time by myself. If you're always by yourself or always maybe giving at work or doing something and your friends are coming through offering you help, some support, trying to get you out of the house, maybe it's time to get out of the house. Sometimes this card upside down is having a little too much fun and ignoring responsibilities. But I think usually having a little bit of fun, letting loose a little bit, you know, feeling sexy in your skin helps you all around. This is confidence here. With the 3, I always think of creativity as well. So maybe you're getting creative. Oh, it's just your cups are overflowing. I just thought of Splish, Splish, Splash. I was taking a bath. I'll put that song below when I looked at that card. So let's get clarity on the 3 of Cups. Something to celebrate, taking time to celebrate. I just see an offer here. So maybe you have a random text coming through, an invitation. Maybe you're planning for a wedding in the future, something like that. I feel like these could be bridesmaids for some reason. So maybe that's meaningful to you. I feel like you all wear what makes you comfortable. So maybe that if you're doing something with a wedding, maybe it's not having a matchy-matchy kind of thing. Maybe it's just, I want to say, picking a color and letting everybody choose what makes them feel comfortable. I know that's not for everybody, but it reminds me of my cousin's wedding, and all of the groomsmen came out in the reception with different suits with random ass patterns. So one had strawberries, one had monster trucks, one had a cartoon character, whatever it was they were into, and they had a suit like tailor-made, but it was fun. I guess they had something traditional for the ceremony. I'm not sure why that's coming through now, but maybe be comfortable with whatever makes you special, you know, with what makes you shine, you know, and allow others to have their own style as well and see how it combines and actually works together. That was totally random for this card, but I just keep hearing sexy. So maybe you're starting to feel sexy in your skin. You're working with someone else. You're finding someone else really sexy. Maybe this is a good date, you know, a good night out, something like that. I want to say have just enough, you know, just enough to feel like you're having a good time. Don't overdo something. I just hear simplify. So let's get clarity from the Angel Tarot. Clarity on the 3 of Cups, the Buffalo, and Peacefulness. I feel like when the 3 of Cups comes through, it's something spontaneous. It's not really something that's too planned. It's something last minute. It's something that comes through just when it's supposed to. It's divine timing. I hear saying yes. Maybe somebody is saying yes to you. You're saying yes to somebody else. This could also be work. I mean, usually it's an emotional situation, but if this is work, this is you really loving what you're doing, feeling like it's not work at all. Let's get clarity for Pisces on the 3 of Cups, Peacefulness, and the Buffalo. And wow, the world is coming through, Pisces. So maybe you're traveling, visiting a different part of the world, changing your world. This is a big new chapter coming through. So maybe you do have something to celebrate. I feel like this is a beautiful ending. It not only feels good to end something, it feels good to start something. It's also a 3 with the 21. So be creative. Do something unusual. Do something different. I feel like you have, well, you have Archangel Michael, so you have the strength of God with you. You have something protecting you, keeping you safe. You're safe. You have a sword of truth and the shield, so you can fend off things that, you know, don't belong there, but I don't feel like you have to use it. I almost feel like this is a quiet strength here. It's just you. You just exude a strength, and you don't need to challenge a situation, or somebody else doesn't really need to challenge you. I feel like it's a gentle approach to a situation. So this could be a big curtain call, you know, a new chapter in your life, turning the page, a new job coming through, a new home coming through, a new family member, a new opportunity. It might feel weird in the beginning to start something new. You might feel like you're going back to zero, like you're a child again, like you're green, like you're not sure of something, but you're going to grow into something. You're going to feel good very quickly. So allow yourself that change. After the World, it goes back to the Fool. So taking a leap of faith into something, starting something new, beginner's luck. So you're already the professional somewhere. Allow yourself some new energy. A very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. So I hear megaliths for some reason. Maybe you're really into sacred places on the earth, and you always looked it up online, or, you know, read about something, or experienced it via YouTube, but maybe you're actually going there, like somewhere special for you, so you can feel that vibration when you get off the plane, get off the boat, get out of the car. I feel like you could also be connecting to the world. So maybe you do something on YouTube or overseas. Maybe this is like import, export. You're expecting something to come through from another country. I'm getting something handmade that's very specific. So maybe something is making something for you and it's traveling a long way to get to you, or you do something, you create something, you have a craft or something that you make, and you open up your audience or your customers. You know, you are received on a wider scale than maybe your neighborhood store, something like that. So maybe you're I mean, doing something with a web page or something like that, where you can extend what you have to offer to those out there in the world and connect with others. This could just be finding like-minded individuals in the world. But I feel like maybe the internet is involved with this for you. A very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. Beautiful, beautiful, Pisces. All right, let's get one more card from the Sacred Traveler. Clarity for Pisces. Energies coming through in September. Clarity on the world. The Three of Cups. The Buffalo. Run free. And peacefulness. I hear cross country. Maybe you're camping or taking a long road trip across a country or to another country. Let's see. Let's get clarity for Pisces. Maybe going to the country if you live in a city. And fogged in. So go slow, take time. Enjoy the journey. Not necessarily the destination. Maybe the journey is the good part. So when something is unclear, when you're fogged in, it gives you time to go inside, to connect to your own inner guidance system, to trust yourself, trust your gut. Maybe weigh something out. Wait for the fog to go away. Wait for something to become clear before you move. Let's see what this card means. Fogged in. Go slow, take time. Even if you can't see what's around the next corner, go forward slowly and gently. You are safe. When you take the time to go slowly, new perceptions emerge that you can't see if you're moving too fast. Move away from the rapid pace of everyday life and step into the majesty of stillness. Resist the impulse to go ahead with your first instinct. Take time to tune into your deeper intuition. So maybe question something, sleep on something, feel it out first. Power is born in those times when you relax into the present moment. I just thought of that song, Relax, Don't Do It, If You Want to Go Through It. That song, I'll find it and put it below for you. Sometimes the mist and fog are so thick that the traveler feels uncertain about everything. So it's not necessarily the high beams in the situation where you see, it's the low beams. It's looking at something that's right in front of you that you can work with. Where am I going? What am I meant to do? Why can't I see what's ahead? However, it's those moments of unknowing that the deepest and most profound answers to life's big questions can emerge. The secret is to traverse slowly and carefully as not to fall off the path. Be careful. Proceed with caution in all things as you sense the best direction. Listen to the whispers of your soul. Trust your inner voice. Trust yourself with something. You can discern the truth and the bullshit in a situation. You can get through it. You may just have to wait for the fog to clear. Maybe that fog is within you, you know? I hope this reading was helpful for you, Pisces. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful September, and I'll see you soon.